Cheeky check. All right.
Let's get back into the podcast. Oh my God, I can hear myself again. That's so good to be back. Thank you.
Again, she loves hearing the sound of her own voice.
I do, I'm not going to lie. I really enjoy it. This is our second break that we've had. So our third, let's say, term of recording.
Third term, jeez.
And we still haven't invested in a second Rode mic.
Times are tough, as we all know.
I am still on the singing mic, hence why I just sang for you all. So you're welcome. Welcome back.
Welcome to the Nurse Ratchet podcast.
Slay Queen.
And you are?
I am Georgia.
And I am Olivia.
Cue music. Slay Queen. So we've just come back from our Easter break.
Yes.
Happy Easter to you all. Sorry, that was very impromptu. We did not let you all know that we were fucking off for 3 weeks.
No, well, neither did we, though.
We just decided. We were both like, yeah.
There's so much shit going on in our lives, guys.
Oh my God, so much. And like,
I'm excited to not talk about it actually too much and just talk about this fucker.
Oh my God, exactly. I'm so with you.
We can do
there.
a brief.
We need to do a brief catch up on what we've been doing.
But
for
this
3
is
weeks,
going to be,
surely.
you know, we can just exit our current lives for a little
Fuck
bit
yeah.
while I talk about this man.
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready too. We'll go into history and into the past.
I love going into the past. How far back are we going? 1920? Is it 1900s or is it 1800s?
Nah, 70s.
70s, okay. Love it.
1960s, 70s is when it started.
Serial killer era wasn't only just on the streets. It was in the sheets, the hospital sheets. The hospital sheets. Clarification. So last time we left you, we were having the biggest meltdown, public meltdown we could have ever had.
What?
We unleashed all of our woes about nursing and we just publicly left nursing, didn't we?
Sort of.
Pretty much. Where's my vape?
You know, it's weird. You look like my mum right now.
Really?
It's creepy.
Where's my cigarette?
I feel like I want to slap you in the face. Oh my God, it's literally fucking behind her. What an absolute twit. Georgia. She's a lost cause, guys. I wonder how long it's going to take for her to realise.
I had it. It's her chair.
Babe, just come back and look. You're going to love my little commentary that I did while you were going about this.
Why didn't you notify me? How dare you?
Well, what am I going to do? You've got both your phones here, number one. Excuse me.
Oh my God, get off your
and
ass,
also,
bitch.
number two, I did go, Georgia.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I did not hear you. When did you notice it? When I was out of the building?
Yeah.
Oh
As soon as you went inside, I started just talking and I'm like,
it's on her chair.
I wonder how long it's going to
idiot.
take her to find the vape. And then I looked over and it's like, oh.
What did you do for Easter, doll?
What did I do?
Briefly.
I don't know what we did. We didn't do anything really.
You didn't put out eggs for the girls?
No, not this time.
Right.
They're trying to phase that out right
Yeah,
now.
fair enough. Too much
Same with
chocolate.
Santa. Santa's not really real anymore.
Yeah, I get that totally.
But the tooth fairy's currently still real because they're just starting to lose teeth. So the tooth fairy
you
still has to
gotta
be real.
Stretch that out a little.
Yeah.
I didn't raise them on Santa being real.
Really?
From the word go, I was like, no, there's no Santa. He's not real. He's just a fake fat man, you know? Because I want the credit. Fuck y'all.
Right? You're the one that puts in all the
y'all.
shit. Don't worry, it got in my pants.
I'm drinking juice. Olivia just spilled her.
You're drinking juice.
I'm drinking juice of the grape, and she's drinking orange juice.
I was going to say, if you think you're drinking juice, you should stop drinking the juice that you think
Gin
you're
and
drinking
juice.
and just empty the cup and fill it with water. I think.
I'm drinking wine. She's drinking juice. I'm on my 4th wine, so that's why I got mixed up. Anyway.
She forgot my Monster and
Soz.
I
Really resent
already
it.
had a bit of beer before.
Fuck yeah.
Look, it's late.
It is late. We're doing another evening sesh.
Yes.
That's all right. Fuck everyone. We're here.
So I'm going for some orange juice this time.
We are here and we don't give a fuck. We've turned a new leaf. We don't give a fuck about anyone or anything except for the people who really, really need it. And yeah, we're just no fucks given. And we are just going to bring you morbid truth about the healthcare system.
Oh, yeah. Gently.
Gently.
As gently as possible.
Look, I'm a little bit ratchet today, but that is the podcast name. I'm ratchet. So anyway, what did I do? I went to Lakes Entrance with the children. I booked an Airbnb with the last of my funds from nursing. And we stayed there for a week and it was luxury and lovely. We had a nice time. We fished the entire time, which I found rather boring, but, you know, my kid loves it, so we did it.
That's so nice.
Went on a cruise.
Wow.
I know. Had my little Titanic moment at the front of the boat. I'm flying. Saw seals. And
penguins?
Went to the Mattung Hot Springs. And apparently I say Mattung wrong, but it feels right to me, so fuck y'all. Anyway, it's apparently me tongue. Anyway, went to the hot springs, got yelled at by a lady who didn't appreciate the fact that I was filming, but I'm like, I'm an influencer, so. It was a funny story because we were getting in the cold plunge. I was filming my children getting in the cold plunge and she took it upon herself to get in the cold plunge with us whilst my son was filming me getting in the cold plunge. Okay, so we're just, exactly. Question number one, why would you invade our space? Like, I get you want to go cold plunge and stick to your routine, but just if you don't want to be filmed, just wait, babe. We're not going to be in there forever. It's fucking 0 degrees. Like,
yeah, right. There's only so long you can last.
Exactly.
Seriously.
So she takes it upon herself to get in the cold plunge. And I'm floating about going, oh my fucking God, it's cold. This is so uncomfortable. Hunter's going, you're being dramatic. Like, and filming me and Ruby in one side of the cold plunge, and this bitch was not even in the frame. She gets out. And then she goes, I hope, she had an English accent. She said, I hope you're not filming me, my swimmers. And I know what kids are like. And they'll just go and upload it on social media. And I was like, excuse me? No, immediately I went into my mode and was like trying to keep it together. I didn't, and I was very relaxed, so I didn't immediately go to violence. Anyway, I was like, yeah, that's that's fine. We'll just delete it. We'll just delete it and re-video what we've already videoed because you did get in. And she was like, yeah, because I know what kids are like. And I'm like, are you having a go at my child for filming me and not you? Like, I went back and looked at the video. She wasn't in it at all. Anyway, it really didn't escalate further than that because I de-escalated it. But she just wanted to have a fight, I could tell, really. Anyway, she ended up on social media.
How? Why?
Because I put the video up.
Oh,
she wasn't in it, but her voice was because I was like, no, fuck you. You're going to act like a cunt. You're going to involve my kid in it. You can fuck off. And you invaded our space, so you're asking for it. You want to fight.
That's
the end.
so inappropriate.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out. That's my mantra. Anyway. So you've done literally nothing for the last 3 weeks. Have you fossicked? Have you fossicked at least? She's laughing her ass off. How's the business going?
The way you say it.
It's your word, not mine. You're the fossicker.
I love it because I can tell how amusing you find it.
Yes.
Just by the way you say it.
Have you fossicked?
How's fossicking going?
Did you fossick? Answer the question. Yes.
Yes. I did. We went we went to Bendigo.
What? You went to the goldfields? No, wait, that's Ballarat. Fuck.
Well, technically there's goldfields like in both those areas.
Cat.
They're technically goldfields.
Okay, good. I didn't fuck up. We'll just cut and paste.
We went to Bendigo. It was beautiful. We bought a metal detector.
Oh, did you? Like a legit one or one from Kmart?
No, a legit one. We went to Slady Creek.
Oh.
That was very nice, except the creek was fucking dry as the desert, so it's completely empty. There's no water flowing.
Do you need water to fossick?
If you want to do panning for gold and gems, then yes. But no, for metal detecting, it's actually good that the creek bed's dry. Yeah. You should have seen how many diggings there were. So this is in an area that you're allowed to prospect and dig.
Yep.
As long as you have a miner's right license, which
do you have
we
that?
do.
Oh,
of course.
sick.
Of course.
Doing things by the book. We love to see it.
Absolutely. But no, we didn't find anything, but it was a good experience. It was really, really fun. It was a beautiful day.
You found nothing? Did you find just random shit?
Yeah.
Like...
we found like a silver coin. That was probably the coolest thing we found. And then a lot of like tin bits just bits of tin from, I guess, tin cans, you know.
That shit could have been from the 1700s. You don't know.
And I don't know. That's very true. And because the creek bed was dry, like, I'm sure people were digging up all kinds of cool shit. Anyway, so, yes, done some fossicking. The business.
Yes.
The business is up and running. I have, yes, my Etsy page is going. My Instagram page is going.
OMFG.
I'll give you the details. I'd like you to follow the page.
Oh, my God, I'm excited.
I've got some pieces back from the casting house and I'm working on them, polishing them up.
I just pissed myself.
Finalising.
I'm excited. What's your business name?
Yeah. Aurea Fine Jewellery.
Oh, my God.
Aurea.
Aurea.
Aurea. It means golden in Latin.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm going for like solid gold. Not right now. I'm doing sterling silver first until I perfect my skills, technique, everything like that, my designs that I have. And
if you need a girl for the gold pieces, I'm your girl. I will promote the fuck out of that shit.
I know. But also I did name it Aurea, meaning golden in Latin, after the fact that Australia is a golden country.
Yes,
so a lot of my pieces, the designs are inspired by Australia and just aspects of Australia.
Oh my God, I'm so proud.
Physical aspects.
I'm really
different
proud
types of things
you.
like that.
Can I just have a moment? I'm so proud.
Thanks.
I'm excited.
I know, I'm blushing. Oh my God.
Go girl.
I'm having a hot flash. Excuse me, guys.
It's an emotional hot flash.
I was about to do a post on my Instagram account, actually.
Yeah.
Because I was working on some pieces earlier. This is just the start. It's just, that's a back of a pendant and that's a ring.
Let me see closer.
There's a few pieces that I have. There's a signet ring that I'm working on. All kinds of things.
Oh my God, the ring! It's
very raw.
God,
it's raw metal.
Lord of the Rings. It's giving fairy.
Yeah, look, they're interesting. That was a practice piece. That's not one of my actual designs. It was just a practice piece. That is just a lab-grown sapphire. Because it was a practice piece.
It's a sapphire? It's pink.
Yes, it's a lab-grown sapphire.
It's gorge.
Yeah, and I've got some moistenites on the side there which are hard to see because of the way the photo was taken. But it was meant to be like just a sneak peek, right?
I'm excited.
So you're not actually meant to see much detail in the pieces.
Okay.
I took it like this and then I'm going to make a post and say...
It looks great.
Sneak peek of what's coming.
I feel very privileged to get the sneak peek. You don't get to see it.
You're the first person to see it.
VIPs only.
You're the first person to see these other than Max, and there's a signet ring there. So.
I love it. That's so impressive,
yes.
Olivia.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited too. It's just the very beginnings, but I've got a lot of hope for it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You just keep pushing forward.
Something that I wanted to do for a long time.
Things.
So
on this note, and promoting yourself, have you got an Instagram?
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
It's aurea.fine.jewellery.
Amazing.
I also sell...
Is it live? Can we follow it?
Yes, it is live, yes, and so is my Etsy store.
Amazing.
I currently have quite a few sapphires and zircons, so like rough gemstones that
cool.
I have fossicked myself for sale as well.
So people can just buy raw stones as well. Oh, that's
rough
awesome.
Stones. If you're looking for a stone that you'd like to facet or just polish up a little bit and set it in jewellery yourself or something like that.
In the full moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
It's all still very much in the works, but it's up and running and it's going and I'm working really, really hard on it all.
Love it.
Every day.
Everyone go and follow that Instagram ASAP. Show Olivia your support because we don't want to be nurses anymore. Anyway, okay, so on to the topic at hand because we don't want to waffle too much.
Trigger warning.
Everything.
Yeah, especially abortion and the murdering of infants.
Oh dear. What is it with you and stories involving infant murdering? It's like
just happened to be the ones that I've picked because you picked the other ones. A man named Kermit Gosnell.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
We love to nickname these cunts. Mm-hmm. Anyway, go. Tell me about Kermit.
He's black.
Okay.
I wanted to say that somehow. And I've had no idea how to work it into the...
Politically incorrect. That was so fucked. I'm leaving that in. This is Nurse Ratchet, guys. We're real.
Like I've got a thing here that says this man is black, by the way, because there's like I'm trying to provide context.
It's relevant.
It is so relevant to this.
Could have been done better. Anyway, moving on. Okay, there's racism involved.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Kermit Baron Gosnell was an American serial killer and former abortion doctor who provided illegal late-term abortions at his clinic in West Philadelphia. He was born on the 9th of February in 1941 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as the only child of a gas station operator and a government clerk.
Okay.
He graduated from the city's Central High School in 1959 and went on to attend university, where he received his medical degree at the Thomas Jefferson University in 1966.
Okay. As a black man. Fuck yeah. We love to see it.
He was ultimately convicted of murdering 3 infants who were born alive after using drugs to induce labour, and the manslaughter of 1 woman during an abortion procedure, as well as several other abortion and drug-related crimes.
We don't love to see that. No.
Staff who worked at Gosnell's abortion clinic testified during his trial that there were hundreds of infants born alive during abortion procedures that were subsequently killed by Gosnell.
Oh, my God.
It's going to get really gross.
That's foul.
Just letting you know.
Okay. I don't love it.
No.
My Uber's here. I have to go.
Yeah, and so is the other bottle of wine that you ordered.
Yeah. Look, I might need it.
Oh.
Nellie doesn't like it either.
Oh, she's feeling it. So, Gosnell spent the first 4 decades of his career practicing medicine among the poor, including starting a teen aid program and opening the Mantua Halfway House, a rehab clinic for drug addicts in the impoverished Mantua neighbourhood of West Philadelphia. In the 1960s and 70s, he was one of the few early advocates of women's abortion rights. And in 1972, he returned to Mantua from a stint in New York City to open up an abortion clinic, which he named the Women's Medical Society on Lancaster Avenue.
Okay, so it had positive intentions, I guess.
Yeah, originally, I guess.
I mean, it would have been
it seemed that
controversial
way.
at the time, regardless. Like, definitely, like, at that time, abortion was very controversial.
Yeah.
It still is,
Yes.
I mean. But back then, you know?
So upon the clinic's opening, he told the Philadelphia Inquirer in October that year that, as a physician, I am very concerned about the sanctity of life. But it is for this precise reason that I provide abortions for women who want and need them. However, his non-compliant abortion clinic certainly didn't seem to be a place of care or concern. Instead, it was a place dubbed as a house of horror during his criminal trial.
Oh, my God. It'll be interesting to see, this is me predicting, whether this is, well, it sounds like there's some legit claims of him being a fucking monster, but also a lot of it being of the times and people painting him as a fucking monster and his race and the fact that he is providing women with options. Interesting. I'm so keen. Continue.
Openly, very openly.
Yeah,
as well.
like he's opened a clinic. Yeah, it's not like in backdoor
No, not
kind
really.
of situations.
No.
Okay, continue.
So Gosnell was considered a respected man, as they all fucking are, in his community.
No, but that's good.
And was a finalist for the Junior Chamber of Commerce's Young Philadelphian of the Year award because of his work directing the Mantua Halfway House. However, by the late 1980s, public records showed that tax liens were piling up against both the halfway house and the abortion clinic,
Oh, dear.
with the clinic having a $41,000 federal tax lien against it.
Oh,
So a
dear.
tax lien is a legal claim against your property in order to secure payment of your tax debt.
Yep.
So the American government were already watching him very closely at this point in regards to his finances,
He
right?
wasn't paying his taxes from the word go, sounds like. Okay.
So his third wife, Pearl.
Pearl, I love that name.
Third wife?
Yeah, what?
What were the others called?
I don't know. You tell me.
Pearl, Opal, and fucking Sapphire. So his third wife, Pearl, had worked at the Women's Medical Society as a full-time medical assistant from 1982 until their marriage in 1990.
Slay Queen.
And they went on to have 2 children. This is in addition to Gosnell's 4 other children that he had from his 2 previous marriages. Been around a bit, hasn't he?
Yep. Sounds like it.
In 1972, following his return to Mantua from New York City, Kermit performed 15 second trimester abortions, which were all televised.
Oh, damn.
Using an experimental and dangerous method called the supercoil, developed by Harvey Carmen.
Okay. Can you elaborate as to what that is? The fuck is a supercoil? I'm scared.
Carmen was an American psychologist.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking
Says
hell.
enough.
It does.
And the inventor of the Carmen cannula, a flexible suction cannula used for early term abortions, which is sort of what we use now in a way,
Yeah.
right? The supercoil abortion technique was believed by Carmen to enable inexperienced practitioners to perform second trimester abortions with very little training or equipment. As if that's a fucking good idea.
Pause.
Oh, this will help.
Why are we firstly, why are we letting inexperienced people do abortions, period?
Yeah.
Why are we doing it second trimester? Thirdly, why? The end. Anyway, continue.
These coils were inserted into the uterus, where they caused supposed irritation.
Oh, yeah.
I loved that descriptive word. Leading to the expulsion of the fetus, right?
Okay.
Irritation.
Kind of like
Remember that word.
Kind of like a copper IUD.
It's not a coil. It's not coily at all, actually,
Is
really.
it not?
Nah.
Oh, dear.
Not at all.
Okay.
The first trial of this method was carried out on Bangladeshi rape victims under the sponsorship of the International Planned Parenthood Federation. The second trial was the one undertaken by Kermit on the 15 women who had televised abortion procedures. These 15 women travelled to Philadelphia from Chicago, where a public television crew from a station in New York City had been invited by Kermit to film the procedures.
Oh, my God. This sounds like Paolo.
Yeah.
They televise all that. Anyway, continue.
9 of the 15 women had complications, with 3 of them having major severe complications. Now, the reason these women likely had complications is due to the fact that this fucking supercoil was completely experimental and untested in any sort of way, and in fact was not actually any sort of coil type device at all. In fact, it was a plastic ball covered with razor blades, which was inserted into the mother's uterus to chop up and then cause the expulsion of the fetus.
Okay.
Yeah. The device caused severe lacerations, shock, infection and bleeding in 9 of the 15 women.
No shit.
One woman's complications were so severe that she ended up having an emergency hysterectomy in order to save her life.
Fuck's sake.
And these were all televised.
And they were like, it's fine the whole time.
Yeah, probably.
And so can you explain to me, was this vaginally? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's only so much televised people can see, I guess.
I really don't know how much it was actually shown.
Was there
on
a
this.
ureteroscope, do you think?
In
the 1970s?
And even if there was, I doubt they used one.
Yeah.
This guy? No.
They just shoved it up there and swizzled it around? Mm-hmm. Can we find the televised footage, do you think?
Maybe. I'd rather not. I already saw all the bodies.
I just want answers.
I already saw a lot of
the
photos of the bodies,
of people dying?
Of the fetuses that were
fetus.
stored.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is grim.
Gross, yeah, it's really, really gross.
Continue.
So all the way up until February 22nd in 2010 when his license to practice is suspended. So he started in the 60s, he's gone through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the fucking early 2000s, basically,
wowzers,
doing this.
Love
so like
that.
when we're teenagers growing up, he's doing this stuff actively.
Casual.
So yeah, his license to practice is suspended in 2010. But up until then, he's still practicing. Yeah, up until then, he's still practicing and is reported to be well known in the Philadelphia community for providing abortions to poor minority and immigrant women specifically.
Who definitely need them.
Exactly.
But in a safe manner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So people are letting others in this community know by word of mouth to go and see Gosnell to terminate their pregnancy if they're in need of help, right?
Yeah.
Because he's gotten his name out there.
Yeah.
They're saying, go and see this guy, he'll help you out. Mm-hmm. Now, it's interesting, and I've seen a photo of this too. Gosnell had a whole list, basically, a laminated page, which is basically like a fucking menu to me, of all the prices of his various services, right?
Okay.
Now, according to his price list, he offered non-surgical termination up to 8 weeks and surgical termination up to 24 weeks.
Okay.
However, as we now know, he was terminating pregnancies that were much further along than 24 weeks. His fees ranged from $205 to $1,850 for a surgical termination, and that depended on whether you had insurance or not. And then he also gave local sedation and a paracervical block at no additional cost. However, if you wanted like heavy sedation or twilight sedation with a block, you would get an extra charge of around $150.
Right.
So this guy's working 7 days a week, making $15,000 a day, earning $1.8 million a year.
Bloody hell. I can see the incentive.
Yeah, right. He also was a very generous prescriber of numerous controlled substances, as they all seem to be.
To the patients or to his fellow colleagues?
To the patients.
Okay. Just checking.
Including OxyContin, Percocet, Xanax, Phenergan, and promethazine with codeine. Gosnell and his staff went from writing a few hundred prescriptions for controlled substances per month to writing over 2,300 prescriptions a month in just 2 years.
So he basically didn't give a fuck.
Nah, not at all. In fact, the clinic had what they called a prescription treadmill. I love that. So, blank signed prescriptions would be left out for those seeking controlled medications so that patients were free to write whatever prescriptions they wanted. Here you go. Pre-signed, pre-filled, just, put in what you want.
Yeah, that sounds 70s.
60s, 70s, 80s, all of it, pretty much.
All of it, wow.
A long time this went on for.
Yeah, until they started
until they started picking
more
up on it.
Yeah. Yep. Wowzers.
So, now, although Gosnell was well known and well respected, there were a number of complaints that he received regarding his practice over the years. In fact, over 32 years of his career, he actually received 46 known lawsuits that were filed against him.
Okay.
So 46 lawsuits filed against him in 32 years, approximately.
And he probably just paid them all off. Had the money, I
Maybe.
guess. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure.
Well, if they went nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I guess, and then they came back to bite him later.
Yeah, okay, yep.
So some of these complaints included the following. Just imagine.
Oh, God.
Having no nurses in the recovery room, employing completely unlicensed personnel, failing to provide appropriate post-op care and advise patients correctly on seeking emergency medical care, failing to maintain correct patient logs, storing vaccines in unsanitary refrigerators at improper temperatures.
Okay.
One so-called anaesthetist was apparently a high school student with zero medical training whatsoever.
Fuck off.
Yep.
Are you?
Hi, I'm
serious?
Dr. Smith. Oh, sorry, my voice hasn't broken yet.
I am a doctor, I promise. My balls haven't dropped, but I do know how to give an anaesthetic.
But I'm an anaesthetist and I'll be giving you a block.
Surely people died.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, my God. Fucking hell.
Did.
And this actually happened? And this all happened in his clinics? Wow. Private, guys.
It's interesting.
Wow.
So, he also trained his staff to manipulate the ultrasound machine in a way to make the gestational age match the stated number of weeks recorded in medical documents. So they would make the gestational age look younger, less. The baby's not as far as along, so therefore they meet the criteria.
Outrageous. That is so fucking immoral. I can't even.
But then also what happens? He has to turn those women away technically, right? Where do they go after that?
Still.
He's got, I know, this is why it's such a difficult, I thought this would be very interesting to talk about.
Someone who is more ethically inclined, maybe.
Ethically yes, I like that. That's a good way to put it.
Fucking hell.
For sure. Someone a bit more
empathetic. You can't lie. What if that fetus is like 30-something weeks? Oh, God, the eyes. Oh, no, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Continue.
So observers of his trial claimed that there was a complete failure by Pennsylvania regulators who had overlooked other repeated concerns that were brought to their attention, including his clinic having a lack of trained staff, barbaric conditions, and a high level of illegal late-term abortions.
And teenagers on staff too, yeah.
He was also heavily criticised for being racist, on the basis that he apparently separated white women from black women in the sense that he would apparently give white women a cleaner room for their abortion procedures.
Internalised racism, maybe.
Yeah, and that's why I thought it was relevant. But
it's relevant. Yep, you're right.
And then he uses it again later on down the track, claiming that people are racist against him.
Yes, okay. Goodness, okay. Wow, very multifaceted.
Yeah. In 2010, the Women's Medical Society clinic, where he ran this abortion clinic, was raided by FBI investigators and Pennsylvania State Police.
Dramatic.
This raid was the result of months of investigation by the DEA and Philadelphia Police Department, as well as the state's Dangerous Drug Offender Unit, into suspected illegal drug prescription use at the practice.
Wow. They just all went in guns blazing. They were like, we're going to get this motherfucker.
Because, they must have known.
Well,
at
by
that
then,
point that
at
we're going
2010,
to find shit.
Yeah, better late than never, cunts.
Yes.
Anyway.
They knew that they were going to find stuff. They knew it.
Yeah.
They had so much evidence at that point.
Yeah.
It was enough to go in and do what they did, with confidence that you fucked up.
Yep.
The investigators found the intact human remains of 47 victims stored in bags and cartons, most of which were confirmed to be victims of infanticide. Gosnell ended up being arrested on the 19th of January 2011 and was charged with 8 counts of murder. Prosecutors alleged that he killed 7 babies that were born alive by severing their spinal cord with scissors, a practice known by staff at the clinic as snipping.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No.
And that he was also responsible for the death of Karnamaya Monga, a 41-year-old refugee from Bhutan who was a patient at the clinic and died following an abortion procedure in 2009 after Gosnell and multiple staff members administered an overdose of pethidine and propofol to the tiny 90-pound woman, causing her to stop breathing.
That would have been the teenager.
The thing is, they never ever recorded who gave what and how much to who.
Yeah.
So often these women were double and triple dosed.
Fucking hell.
Yep.
Do they not believe in audits? What's happening?
No, they don't even believe in having qualified staff.
No. But I'm like, if you have a medical practice, are you not audited? Isn't that like a mandatory thing to practice in the States?
Yeah, but they're
anywhere?
falsifying medical documents, remember?
Oh,
They're
well, you'd have to be
it all.
falsifying them pretty fucking good to get away with that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how they do it.
Christ.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wild.
All of them are just amazing how they get how they get away with it for so long. Either because no one gives a fuck or they're really smart and really good about it.
Or there's like a lot of places to audit and they just didn't get around to it in time.
Yeah, and they get away with it for long enough and pass through the Swiss cheese holes, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's multifaceted and not that simplified, but still outrageous. That poor woman.
I know. So she stopped breathing, right?
Yeah.
And then staff, they called paramedics and the paramedics and the paramedics were unable to revive her, partly because no one was able to tell the paramedics what drugs and how much had been given to the patient.
No shit.
They can't tell them anything that's happened. They've got no fucking clue. And so the paramedics have no idea what to do, how to treat her.
Yeah, fair enough. It's guesswork at that point, isn't it?
So the prosecution's case here was supported by staff who testified that they witnessed Gosnell perform lethal action on babies who they saw move or cry after complete birth.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, I chose this,
That's
guess,
fucked.
as well in a way for a reason. Fuck, I can't speak.
Yes,
this
you
is
can.
usually you.
You got this, babe.
This is usually you doing all
We've
this.
just had a 3-week break.
I know. It's a little bit strange almost sitting here. But to me, you can be providing abortion care. Okay.
Yes.
And abortion is healthcare, yes,
Yes.
but it has to be safe.
Yes.
And properly done healthcare and
Correct.
properly done abortions.
This is not properly done.
No, not at all. And
This is murder.
Exactly.
If
I
you're
was
killing a
just about to
baby
say-
outside of the fucking womb, that's murder.
Yeah.
That it is.
at this point, that becomes murder. Exactly.
If the baby cries,
murder.
it's alive, guys.
It's breathing. You
It's
have
outside
not,
of the womb. It's born.
Yeah, you already haven't properly performed the procedure. Because
It's born.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they should have,
it cried. It's born.
you're meant to give them an injection, right, to stop their heart
Yeah.
after a certain age. So none of that was
Yeah.
ever done.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them were born moving, alive.
And this is a really tricky subject. It's like at what point is it morally acceptable to end a pregnancy? And no one
Yeah.
has the answer to that fucking question.
Yeah.
We're not here to provide that answer either. And you guys can decide for yourselves because that's not something that we're qualified to do.
Yeah.
But I know how I feel about late-term abortions and it's not fucking good. But I know how I feel about early abortions.
Yeah.
And that's a completely different thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no easy answer, is there?
No. So the DEA and FBI also sought a 23-count indictment which charged Gosnell and 7 members of his former staff with drug conspiracy relating to the practice's insanely high amounts of illegal prescriptions handed out of highly addictive painkillers and sedatives for no legitimate medical reasons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, the reason that these 7 murder charges are all first-degree murder, which they should have been, is because of the born alive rule, which is common law in the United States. And it means that basically for legal purposes, personhood arises, this is the wording, personhood arises and therefore unlawful killing constituting murder becomes possible immediately upon the victims being born alive.
First breath, crying, seen to be
They
alive
are now a person
by others,
in the eyes of the law.
Witnesses.
You know, and this is so, I know this is might be weird for some people hearing us say this because I'm sure whoever listens to this podcast knows that you and I support abortion.
Yes.
But again, at this point,
This is different.
this is different.
This is so different.
This is absolutely murder.
Oh,
even
100%, there's no question.
Even if it's 26 weeker and they're stillborn breathing, it still
If it can survive.
deserves, I guess,
Care. If it's
and a chance.
Well, the thing is, if it's
can't kill it
unlikely
then.
to survive and it's born,
Yes.
you still have a moral obligation to fucking try and save its
Provide
life
comfort,
and provide
care.
comfort.
Yeah.
All of that. Not
All of it.
give it the snip or whatever the fuck you did.
Snipping.
That's fucked. Jesus
Snipping.
Christ. I can't even.
What the fuck is that word? Excuse me? Snipping?
I don't know. You tell me. What does he do? Snip the spinal cord.
Yeah.
Where? Cervical?
At the base, yeah.
Oh, the brainstem. Oh, that's so fucked. That's not even humane. Oh, what a cunt. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh. I can't. The fact that we both breathe air.
Yeah, right? The same air on this earth.
Yeah, that's foul. Anyway, continue.
So Stephen Massoff, a clinic employee who pleaded guilty to similar charges in 2011, testified that he, Massoff himself, had snipped the spines of more than 100 infants after they had been born alive, and that this was considered standard procedure at the clinic, which is a point that a number of other employees also testified to.
Was he educated? Was he just coerced into doing it? What? Is my hair fucked up? Oh, my God.
I need to see it.
Okay. Pause.
I need to see it.
Okay. 1 second, I need to see. I'm putting this on the
Recording
Instagram.
really hard.
I've got a quiff. Is it a quiff?
A quiff.
Is that what it's called? Anyway, is that better?
Yeah, that's good. Jesus. I just thought it would be a shame if you wanted to use a clip
Definitely.
coming
I'm glad to
up
let me know.
and you've got that
It's like when
sitting
someone
there.
has a piece of broccoli in their teeth and you don't let them know.
Yeah, right. It is alleged that the photo of the 6th victim presented during his trial had a gestational age of 30 weeks. And the remains of another abortion were found to be of 32 weeks gestation.
It's not an abortion though. Wait,
Not at
is
that
it?
point?
No.
Well,
Were they born? Were they born and then killed with the snipping?
don't know about these ones
okay. Yep.
specifically.
Okay.
There were also numerous accounts of Gosnell attempting to abort surgically when inducing labour had failed. The outcomes of some of these patients were a woman left lying in place for hours in pain after Gosnell tore her cervix and colon.
Oh my God.
Multiple cases of sepsis, a punctured uterus leading to hemorrhagic shock and hysterectomy, and women being held for hours and days in the practice and themselves or their partners not being allowed to leave to call for help.
What
So these
the
women were
fuck?
literally kept prisoner for days on end, drugged
That's so foul.
by his staff and him.
Yeah, what? Insane. Absolute insanity.
The team members who attended the raid described in detail how appalling the conditions of this clinic were.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking disgusting, I'll tell you. The Pennsylvania Department of State and Health also attended, as these issues heavily related to their area of expertise. The place was described to the grand jury as filthy, deplorable, disgusting, very unsanitary, outdated, horrendous, and by far the worst that these experienced investigators had ever encountered.
Wow.
There was blood on the floor. The smell of urine filled the air. There were flea-infested cats wandering around the clinic
my
and
God.
cat feces on the stairs. There were semi-conscious women waiting for their abortions, moaning in the waiting room or recovery room where they sat in dirty recliners covered in blood-stained blankets.
Oh, my God.
All of these women had been sedated by unlicensed staff before Gosnell even arrived at the clinic, and staff members were unable to give information to authorities on what medications or dosages had been given to each person that was there in the clinic at the time.
Wow. I would suspect that these women were drugged before they even gave informed consent.
Yeah, there's also...
Air quotes, informed.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I'll cover.
Because if they're in the fucking waiting room, sedated, one would wager that's fucked. Wow.
And they're not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Call for help.
Yeah.
Many of the medications were out of date. The procedure rooms were filthy.
Oh, my God.
Instruments were not sterile. Equipment was rusty and outdated. Oxygen equipment was covered in dust and had not been inspected. The same corroded suction tubing used for abortions was the same tubing used to suction a person's airway if they needed assistance with their breathing. Yeah.
Stop. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop.
I'll go now.
Yeah, my Uber's here, like I said. Wait, so let me get this right. The suction equipment used for the procedure was then used to suction the airway. And that's not a situation of just using the same tubing and swapping out the anchor. That is using the anchor that was used in the vaginal area.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
And I can't imagine that they really changed it between each patient too, hey?
Oh, I know. At this point, I would not be surprised whatsoever.
No wonder they're all getting sepsis as well.
Yeah. Like...
And sepsis is...
This is not real. This cannot be real. You made this up. Tell me this isn't real.
Yeah, babe, and all the photos are AI too.
I'm so scared.
It's all AI.
Oh, no. Is there...
I'll show you. I can show you photos on Google.
So scared.
It's all publicly accessible information now.
Wow, fucking hell.
Go on fucking Google and have a look. There's a lot of photos of fetuses.
This is the world we live in. Don't do it if you're sensitive to that shit, obviously. But like,
yeah,
wowie.
So there were fetal remains haphazardly. There were fetal remains haphazardly stored around the clinic in bags, milk jugs, orange juice cartons.
The fuck? She's drinking orange juice.
And even in cat food containers.
This is, again...
It just makes me think about the cat food container we have at home for the dry kibble.
Cannot be real.
It has a little flip at the top and...
It's like
the fuck?
It's transitioned into someone who has like a noble cause to fucking a mad scientist.
Yeah. He started off normal with good intentions and it turned into this fucking brutal, mentally sick shit.
It seems like it's always that though.
Yeah.
It always
lose
seems
control.
like it has noble intentions, but maybe they had fucked up intentions from the start.
They're just good at covering it because it's fresh, right? They're just beginning.
Or maybe like they see the money and they don't care about the consequences. I think that's probably
that
more...
Too.
I can see that as a more logical
sure.
pathway. I don't know. Who would know?
Gosnell admitted to Detective Wood that 10 to 20% of the fetal remains were probably older than 24 weeks, is the legal limit at the time. In some instances, surgical incisions had been made at the base of the fetal skulls in order to sever the spine.
In utero?
No, afterwards. When they were born, remember?
Yeah, no, I am.
So he would actually make a surgical incision, I guess, to gain access to the spinal cord.
Was that the way that they did it at the time?
Yes,
maybe?
snipping. No, that was his way of doing it, mate.
Oh my God,
that was only his way. There's no way that is an ethical way of doing it. No way. No. That would have been done with that anesthesia for the baby as well.
That's fucked. Oh, my God.
There was also a row of jars found that contained just the severed feet of fetuses. In the basement, there was also an insane amount of medical waste, as well as the intact 19-week-old fetus delivered by Mrs. Monger 3 months earlier in a freezer. In total, the remains of 45 fetuses were discovered. At least 2 to 3 of them had been viable that they could judge just by what they saw. But, I mean, that's not just 45 fetuses that were babies that were killed, that he did thousands and thousands, because remember, he did this for fucking 40 years. So
yeah, wow.
That's all that they found. And
I wonder why he was hoarding them all.
Because he's fucked up. According to the grand jury report, patients would be given labour-inducing drugs by staff with no medical or nursing training, as we know. Then once labour began, the patient would be placed on a toilet. After the fetus fell into the toilet, it would be fished out so as not to clog the plumbing.
Oh, my God.
It is not surprising to know also that Gosnell had not ever been certified in either gynecology or obstetrics.
I believe
Just like that fucking Harvey Carman guy, the psychologist that came up with this so-called brilliant idea, these fuckers are just doing whatever they want.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Without the training. Nothing. They got nothing.
No,
They have
definitely.
no formal knowledge, qualifications, skills, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a medical degree. That doesn't
If
mean you know
that.
what you're fucking talking about,
If
though.
that.
That doesn't mean you know anything. Seriously. So these people would be promised, like, they'd pay the fee and then, you know, they're meant to be having sedation and stuff and a block. And they're fucking put onto a toilet
Yeah, what?
to deliver? What the fuck? What kind of compassionate, caring treatment is that?
They clearly have no compassion or care
not at all,
at all
especially him.
whatsoever. There's no logic. There's no logic behind it when you get to the point of hoarding fetuses and bullshit.
In one instance, a 15-year-old girl changed her mind about the abortion once inside the practice, which caused Gosnell to get upset and rip off the patient's clothes and forcibly restrain her. The patient stated that Gosnell told her, "This is the same care that I would give to my own daughter."
Like fuck. I would hope not.
Imagine your father saying that.
I can't with men. Anyway.
Yeah. The patient regained consciousness 12 hours later at her aunt's home, discovering the abortion had been completed against her will.
Oh, that poor girl.
Another patient, a 28-year-old woman, had an abortion at 5 months pregnant and could barely walk because of the pain, causing her to return to the clinic. An ultrasound at the clinic showed fetal remains had been left inside her uterus, which Gosnell then suctioned out without anaesthesia. The woman was quoted as saying, "I was just laying on the table and crying, and I asked the Lord to get me through it." There were also so many other little things that Gosnell and his staff were doing that were just so wrong. But another significant one was his hiring of minors into a very confronting role, not made for minors at all.
No.
It's confronting enough for us as grown adults that are trained when we see it.
Yeah.
Let alone a 15-year-old girl. One such 15-year-old employee was made to work 50-hour weeks, starting after school every day until past midnight, during which she was exposed to the full horrors of Gosnell's practice. So, like, some of these people were found by his wife and stuff somehow.
What do you mean?
Like, people that went to school with their children and stuff.
So his wife came to the practice and discovered, I know.
No, she was working there.
Oh.
Yeah. She's a clerk. She's fucking admin there, doing admin stuff. His trial resulted in Gosnell, his wife Pearl, and 8 employees being charged with a total of 32 felonies and 227 misdemeanours in connection with numerous deaths, illegal abortion procedures, and regulatory violations.
Wow.
While his wife and employees pleaded guilty to various charges, Gosnell pleaded not guilty and sought a jury trial.
I'm not surprised, honestly.
Yeah, they all want a trial, don't they?
No, but if you
much.
could be this deluded to do all of those atrocities, then you're deluded enough to think that you can get away with all of this.
Of course, he thinks he's probably untouchable, as they all do. Hey,
Psychopath.
you think he's a psychopath, this guy?
Yep.
Really?
I do. Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay.
Yep. With the whole hoarding all of the bodies and hiring of minors, people who aren't educated and don't have the autonomy or self-determination or life experience to determine what is right, what is wrong, what is common practice. They don't have education, but they don't yet, they're not old enough to know that that's not normal to hire a person who doesn't have medical qualifications in a clinic. Like, he is obviously a manipulator and he hires people who are easily manipulated, such as minors. So I think that is a psychopathic trait. Not that I'm a fucking psychopath.
He's manipulative.
Not that I'm a psychologist.
Or a psychiatrist, yeah.
I'm not a psychopath or a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
None
but
of the things.
That is my clock on the
Yeah.
situation. I think he definitely has a mental issue.
Yeah, he's sick.
He's definitely sick, but that doesn't mean he's insane either. Like, he's got a personality disorder at best. Some sort of psychopathic tendencies or...
there's nothing about any evidence of, like, childhood abuse or trauma or...
No. But some people
anything
are
like
just
that.
born psychos, like Mengele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just,
They just are that.
when it started going down this path and started, I guess, enjoying it in a different way, perhaps.
But money will make you do fucked up things. But I still don't understand the hoarding of the bodies and the hiring of... Well, I mean, if you're driven by money, I understand manipulating people around you. But the bodies... Yeah, that's fucked. I don't get it.
True. Gosnell's lawyer is quoted as accusing the government of lynching. You know what lynching is?
Yes.
Lynching is basically extrajudicial killing by a group, yeah? Usually in the form of an informal public execution by hanging. And his lawyer stated, this is a targeted, elitist and racist prosecution of a doctor who's done nothing but give back to the poor and the people of West Philadelphia. Gosnell claimed following his arrest that I am very close to being destitute. However, this statement is heavily contraindicated by records that show that he and his wife owned at least 17 properties across 4 states, including a $1 million house in New Jersey.
I believe it. I
mean, he's earning $1.8 million a year for how many years?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised you've got 17 fucking fully paid off properties.
Yeah, do the math.
And you're claiming destitution? Are you serious?
He's playing the race card.
Of course, yeah, see? Yeah. This is why I thought it was really important that I mention it.
Yeah.
He's, number one, accused of treating white and black women differently in his clinic, and then he's accusing other people of treating him differently because he's black.
Sounds like a plan from the start.
Yeah, right? And also, so something that... my partner mentioned, why was he originally so supportive of women's abortion rights? Like, as in, maybe he already had that, like, fantasy almost, that thing behind him driving that he wanted to do stuff like that. And so he was supporting women's abortions rights very openly as a doctor in the 60s.
Yeah. Who's a vulnerable population that I can take advantage of in this state?
Just about to say, he's just wanting to take advantage of it. And so he's, like, going out there and he's, you know, trying to support it and push for it and stuff. And then he opens a clinic conveniently after it's made, you know, accessible.
It's definitely
to an
plausible
extent.
for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It's premeditated potentially.
Oh, definitely.
In a way.
Yeah.
By like years and years and years in a way. It's weird, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Really weird. Thankfully, however, his trial ultimately resulted in him being convicted in May 2013 of first-degree murder in the death of 3 infants and the involuntary manslaughter of Karnamaya Monga, as well as 21 felony counts of illegal late-term abortions and 211 counts of violating Pennsylvania's 24 hours informed consent law.
Yeah.
So there is a 24-hour informed consent law where someone seeking an abortion, they must receive all the appropriate knowledge from the doctor, and then they need to go away and think about it before they come back and sign any sort of form and have anything actually done to them. And so he never did anything like that.
And they can pull out at any time, which is contrary to the fucking 15-year-old that
holding
he pinned
her down and forcibly sedating her and then performing the abortion against her will.
So vile.
After Gosnell was convicted, he waived his right to appeal in exchange for the prosecution agreeing not to seek the death penalty. Didn't want to die, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
He was instead sentenced to 3 life terms without parole and sentenced to an additional 30 years in prison for federal drug charges. You know, his prescription roulette bloody rotating thing he had. Mm-hmm. He's currently still alive and he is incarcerated at the age of 84. So he's still alive.
Love that he got to live
kicking.
a full life.
Yep.
Albeit being in prison, but...
doesn't want to die. Like, what does that tell you about him?
How did he get away with not getting the death penalty is my question.
Well, he negotiated. He waived his right to appeal in exchange for the prosecution agreeing not to seek the death penalty. So he said, I'm not going to appeal the charges if you don't kill me.
Thank you.
I'll take the charges if you agree to just give me life. That's probably what his lawyer recommended to him as well, right? Because he was already old at that point. So he would have been 69, 70. Yeah.
Well, I hope he rots. I hope he is currently rotting. I hope he has gangrene somewhere in his body. I really do.
He doesn't look very healthy. Never did.
I hope he stubs his toe every day. Mm-hmm. Every single day to the point where it bleeds. I hope he has a hangnail every day in every toe. That is abominable, but I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. That is like foul behaviour.
Abomination. So you think he's a psychopath for sure?
Yeah, I do. I do think that's psychopathic behaviour, especially
but
when
different than all the others.
Is it though? Is it that different? Because I see a lot of similarities between Paolo and him.
What similarities do you see?
Well, I see the fact that he changed medical notes and he...
falsifying.
Yeah, falsified stuff, and he didn't follow up on his patients, and he didn't give a fuck. Like, he didn't care about the outcomes, and he didn't do any research, and he employed people...
He wasn't qualified at all.
Qualifications.
Yeah, you're right, because Paolo wasn't at all qualified.
He was a qualified surgeon, but he definitely didn't do his due diligence in doing the training to do that sort of research, and he didn't do all the proper research and go through the proper channels. He cut corners, which is what Kermit did. Kermit is such a fucking weird name. It's appropriate, I think. It's just...
But also I saw him be referred to by another name, and I'm wondering if he'd changed his name at some point.
I would change it just quietly. It's such a tricky topic because you could debate it till the cows come home about what age is an appropriate age to perform an abortion and when to stop. I don't think anyone will ever come to an appropriate conclusion as to that. I think it's pretty hectic in terms of late-term abortions. Abortions in the 20-week and onward is, for me, and me alone, questionable, but... You know, people need to do what they got to do, and women have a right to their own bodies, and they certainly have a right to informed consent and the ability to pull out whenever they fucking want to, even if they're about to go under the knife. Like, so gross. And it's certainly not an abortion if the baby's delivered. Like, I don't know who came up with the fucking spinal snip, but that cannot be medical advice or training. I'm sure all of his victims were very poor and desperate, which is fucked.
You could see her here again. Could look just like a nice smiley grandpa.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Of course.
Is that him holding a fucking baby?
It looks like it, doesn't
my
it?
God.
But no, it's just a bundle of his clothing that he's going to wear when he goes to jail.
Oh, okay.
I can find them for you if you want.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. The bags in the freezer.
No, they're full of fetal
What
remains.
is that? Is that just falling apart?
Yeah, just the place is just falling apart. Mate.
Wow.
It's an absolute fucking dump.
I'm looking at a picture of the roof caving in with insulation falling out of the roof, and oh my God. Absolutely shocking.
Like, what is that? What is that liquid
What is
in
that?
fucking shit there? I've got no clue.
We'll post these to the Instagram, guys. Never fear.
Okay, this is one of the photos from the trial.
Oh my God, that is a full human.
That is a full baby, isn't it? Fully formed, 30 whatever plus weeks-ish, 28 or something at least.
That is my son when he was born.
Yeah.
That is exactly what he looked like.
That is every single man on this planet when they're born. And they're all innocent when they're born.
That's fucked.
All children are.
That is so... How could you do that? How could you do that? That is shocking.
And then that freezer picture. This one.
Wow. I'm glad he's in prison. He never gets out. I hope he dies a horrible death. Horrible.
There were some others that were like in the actual court documents that I saw. I can't find it right this second. But not like we're going to show it anyway.
No, we're not going to show fetuses.
That's just for you to.
We're not going to show dead people
link
on the Instagram, but we will show the clinic. But
yeah, you could find some photos of inside that clinic for sure.
Yeah, you can find it if you really want to look. But
yeah. It's
trigger
gross,
warning.
and it's not really necessary, I guess, is it?
Horrible. Oh, my God. Is that medical equipment?
Yeah. It's
oh, my God.
Fucking covered in shit and blood and literal shit, actually.
Stains everywhere.
By the looks of it.
Rubbish everywhere.
Yeah.
Bags of shit
and
everywhere.
Imagine what cats and stuff hanging around and fucking pissing and shit. It's not like they've got a nice, fresh, clean litter box.
Wow. That was grim and shocking, and I'm glad it's over, but I hope it never fucking happens again. I'm sure people who are pro-lifers definitely will take that and run with it.
Yeah.
But everything has context, I suppose, and we're not here to advocate for any of that. But
just imagine,
again, tricky subject.
Yeah. These women are desperate. They have nowhere. They feel like they have nowhere to turn to, and they pretty much don't. So
yeah. They have a right to healthcare, and that is not healthcare. That is not safe healthcare. That is fucked. Period.
They're trying to be responsible by ending a pregnancy that they know that they cannot support.
Yeah. Yeah, they get taken
They put their trust in him and
literally
their life in his hands. Yeah. And it's completely taken advantage of so he can get money.
Yep. People will people.
Can't even hire trained staff. It's not like you'd be paying them that much anyway. Like,
no, he did it on purpose so that people wouldn't report him.
You think so?
Surely. Mm-hmm. Surely. Mm-hmm. There's no other. And he would have trained them to do it or to do it in his way.
So then they can't go report him because they'll be in trouble too, probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's crazy. And the anaesthetist who was a teenager.
What the hell? Teenager, high school student.
How many women died under the knife?
I don't know.
Yeah. Heaps, I'm sure.
He's not a very well-known serial killer.
He's niche.
He's very niche. And also because of the colour of his skin, he never was given the same amount of attention ever that a white serial killer would have gotten.
Really?
Imagine if this was a white guy doing this.
No, I reckon it would have been the other way around. If it was going to be racism, yeah. They would have gone in guns blazing on a black man, especially in that era. And I'm sure it was all over the internet or the news. Well, thank you all for tuning in to this very grim tale.
Yeah, gosh.
Thanks for bringing that to our attention, Olivia. Worries. I will not sleep for 7 days.
I tried to deliver it in a decent way, but
I'm grateful for healthcare now, where we can have if we do not have the means to have a baby and we do not wish to, we can take that into our own hands in the comfort of our own home. And if we need to, we can have a surgical abortion that is within the ethical boundaries of, healthcare in Australia. But, America's completely different, I guess. But also psychos are different. Like, I'm sure there's someone out there who would have the drive to open their fucking clinic and do that sort of shit.
Yeah.
But that is why we should have a legal abortion still. I still think it's a case for legal abortion. And, to have more audits and things like that around clinics such as this, governance of that sort of shit.
It doesn't seem like you can trust anyone, honestly.
I know. If this podcast teaches you anything, it's do your due diligence and advocate for yourself and always do your fucking research.
Yeah, research your doctors before you go and see them.
If you don't have any options, there is always options in the Australian system anyway.
Other options, yeah.
Yes, please do your research. Ask for help. Involve your family members in your medical choices. Or your friends if you don't have supportive family. Always involve others so that they can look out for you and get a second opinion always. Even if you're in a situation where you've got an abusive partner and you don't have many options, just try and get a second opinion because people take advantage of vulnerable people. Well, thanks for tuning in. We love you and we're so glad to be back. We don't know what we're doing next week, but we will be.
I need to figure it out.
I'll figure it out. It's my turn next.
Well, I also need to figure out who I'm going to do next.
Yeah. I have a list. So it's a lucky dip. You'll find out when we're in your ears next. Okay. So we love you. Follow our Instagram.
And follow my Instagram, my business page.
Definitely.
Instagram.
Well, thank you so much for listening. We love you and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.